So why do so many real estate agents fail in this industry? I'm making this video for those real estate agents out here who are struggling to understand what steps they need to take and why they're not achieving what they want to achieve. Because there are many people that come into this industry, which I believe are absolutely fantastic agents and they have so much potential, but they miss out on the basic steps which allows them to progress and allow them to succeed in this industry where you can make life-changing money, but without the basic fundamentals being done every single day and you're not being able to implement things and not being able to understand things, then there's a good chance you're going to fail, which is sad to say because it's one of those industries where mostly it is commission based, which means that you don't get a salary. Well, you definitely don't where I'm from, which is in Dubai, and you definitely don't in other parts of the world where it is highly competitive. Now, of course, in some places it's a little bit more secure and you do have different systems and salaries and stuff like that, but there are still many opportunities where people can be limited to the amount of money they can make because they may be tied into that salary. So this is actually why I made this video. My name is Joe Butler and I'm the founder of the Realtors Growth Academy, which is an academy course which is dedicated to help real estate agents scale and leverage their personal brand through the power of social media. If you want any more information on what to do next, go follow the link below and I'll see you on the call if it's something that interests you. Now, the first point is improper organization and structure. And what I mean by that, there's a lack of goals that you are setting on a daily basis, which ultimately leads you to sitting there procrastinating, not knowing what to do next, and not knowing what your daily deliverables should be, which can allow you to progress. Because I'll tell you this now, if I don't have my daily deliverables set with my weekly ones and my monthly ones and my yearly ones all aligned together, then ultimately I don't really know which direction I'm trying to take my business in and I don't know what to do on a daily basis. Now, how do you overcome this problem? Well, it's as simple as reverse engineering. So the first thing I like to do is analyze what your annual goal is, okay? So for example, that might just be $100,000 per year, which is approximately $833,000 per month. So by understanding your daily income target, let's say that's $400, you can focus on the daily actions to achieve it. Now, obviously we're in real estate, we don't make sales every single day, but if you know you need to make $8,333 per month, you need to work out what your average sale is. So for me, for example, if the average sale that I do is $15,000 commission in my pocket, then I would need to know that I need to do 3 of them sales in order to achieve, let's say, $45,000 per month, which is well over $500,000 per year. Now, of course, that's all well and good saying that, but what do I need to achieve to make sure I hit that 15K mark per week? Well, personally for me, I create content and I create it through YouTube, which ultimately leads me to getting calls, which leads me to getting sales. Now, if I take 2 weeks off creating videos, I know that then that's going to potentially stop people from booking calls. So I know that I need to be creating content. Now, in order for me to create content, I need to be able to plan and understand, which we're going to go into the second one now, my target audience. Because if you don't know your target audience and you don't know who you're trying to sell to, and you don't also understand the product you're trying to sell, that could be luxury, it could be selling to international investors, it could be selling to families. If you don't understand your niche and what you're trying to sell, then it's going to become increasingly difficult, because I've seen people come into the Dubai industry, for example, and they focus on absolutely everything. And that was me at one point, but now I know exactly what my client wants, what my client is looking for, and that comes with time. Because once you understand your target market, you know what their pain points are, you know what type of people are looking for the properties, you know what type of content to create around that, and also you know exactly how to deliver the message to this person because you know who you're speaking to. Now, this takes time, and I'm not saying creating content is for everyone, but this video may be intended for someone who's looking to get into the content creation side of things, because I'll tell you now, content creation through the power of social media has ultimately changed my life. Because when I started real estate, I made hardly anything for the first 6 months, and then after that 6 months, when I finally broke through and I started creating content, and I was actually able to create over 6 figures in the space of 8 months only, which was amazing. I was able to attract a huge audience, and at first I didn't know who my target market was, but I understood the products that I was trying to sell. And now being able to know the products I was trying to sell, it made it easier to understand the types of person buying it. And over time, I was able to refine my target market and my niche, and then all of a sudden everything fell into place and it became so much easier. And point number 3 is trying to do everything yourself. This is one of the things that I see real estate agents doing, which ultimately leads to burnout. So if you're one of them people that wants to create content, you want to edit your content, you want to create thumbnails for YouTube, you also want to do your copywriting and your email marketing, all of these things can be outsourced. It's so simple to actually understand what kind of things that you're taking time doing, which is avoiding you from the key thing, which is here is making sales. So if you're one of them real estate agents that is doing everything at once because maybe you want to save a bit of money, well, I'll tell you this now, outsourcing and delegating will be one of the ways that makes you the most money, because although it might be a little bit of an upfront cost. It's going to save you so much time so that you can focus on actually closing and converting the deals into cash. So just to summarize, the 3 things is: number 1, reverse engineer your goals. Understand how much money you want to make, break it down to a monthly, break it down to a weekly, and then set daily deliverables. Number 2, understand your target market. Figure out what products you're trying to sell, figure out what their pain points are, and then turn all of that into who you are trying to attract, and that is all to do with your brand identity. And number 3, outsourcing and delegating. One of the most important ones out of the lot. Don't spend time doing things that are unnecessary. Make sure you're outsourcing things that you don't have time to do so you can focus on closing deals. As always, if you want any more information, just follow the link below to the Realtors Growth Academy, and I'll be seeing you on the call if this is something you are interested in doing, in changing your life through the power of my course, which I've created as a real estate agent who has changed their life and made over 6 figures in a very short period of time through social media, and I'll see you there.